So this game you should pointing each other based on the questions that I will ask.
Oh, okay.
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 So it's gonna be who is who? Who is who?
Okay.
Okay. Who is the Majesty?
Oh.
Who likes being late?
Being late.
Me?
유지 맨날 싸우잖아.
Really? No idea.
Who is the most caring?
Caring. 아.
Who is the social media addict?
Me.
Who is the shopaholic?
뭐라고? 쇼퍼?
Shopaholic. Who loves shopping?
Who is the romantic one?
Oh.
I think you?
Me? Am I romantic?
I don't think we are romantic.
Yeah. Just that's me feel disappointed. I want my husband to be a romantic.
Who is the simplest?
Simple. I think I'm more simple.
I think so.
I think I'm more simple.
Who is the neatest?
Neat.
The most tidy one?
Oh, hard question.
Tidy.
Tidy.
We are not that
We
tidy
are not that
person.
tidy.
I'm sorry.
It's a hard question.
Who likes to keep up with the Jones?
You
뭔데 그게?
keep image.
어?
Have a good image like
A good image.
uh,
Yeah, me.
What is the Korean dating style that doesn't exist in Indonesia and the otherwise, which is the Indonesian dating style that doesn't exist in Korea? Maybe you can have them both answers.
뭐라고?
dating style.
Dating style.
Dating style.
It doesn't
Dating
exist in Korea
Doesn't
but
exist.
exists in Indonesia.
Oh.
And otherwise.
Yeah, you can answer this one.
Oh yeah. First, actually, I'm dating with Hans, and we went to the shopping mall, like Grand Indonesia, and on the escalator, because mostly for me, when I was in Korea, I was dating with a boyfriend. I like skinship, like touch, physical touch, like kiss or like cium, on the mouth, or like hugging, something like that. So there's no more things in Korea and no more things to me. So that's why in the escalator on Grand Indonesia, I want to hug him and wanna kiss, but he say like he avoiding my kiss like this. So I was like, why you avoiding my kiss? And he say, no, this is public place. And I say, is that problem? Because in Korea mostly like public place they don't really cares, but he's really like, yeah, you should stop this. If not, then the people can throw the stone or people can look at you like gitu. So that's why I was like so in Indonesia, couple may not show that physical touching or skinship in public areas. So that's why after that I never do that, and it's become one of my habit. So if I go to Korea, I never do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. So for me, I think things that Indonesians do but Koreans don't do. I think Korean people love to do more like the dating style, like a couple things. So when the beginning that we start dating, the style of their dating of Korean is like they are wearing rings. Couple rings. While in Indonesia, technically rings are for like you already fiance or wedding rings, but they just kind of a couple rings. And they love to do everything like couple clothes, couple shoes, couples bag, everything's couples. And they love to do a lot of activities like go to the game stations or do some activities outbound. Yeah, kind of like that. But Indonesians, I think we just love to chill, santai in cafe, sit down, chit chat, watching some movies and go back home. I think that's the big difference.
How do you like to live in Indonesia and in Korea? Are you guys live here half and half or mostly live in Indonesia? And how do you adjust it?
I think I technically just stay in Korea for 3 months. So I think I'm not sure like what do you feel because you live longer in Korea and in Indonesia.
What should I say? What's the question?
Like how do you feel like how
do I feel
yeah,
living in Indonesia?
Yeah, compared to Korea.
Compared to Korea, wow. Oh yeah, this question. So many my Indonesian friends ask me, and I always say, yeah, because I stay here because my husband's in here.
But your daily, but your, I mean like
Uh.
your daily,
My
your
daily.
activities, like.
My daily activities. Yeah, if I'm being honest, of course, living in Korea is more comfortable
Mm-hmm.
because the Korea is more like developed about transportation and public area. There are so many places can go,
Mm-hmm.
but in here, like without mobile, without car, like it's a bit hard to reach that destination.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah,
so
true.
that one is feel uncomfortable, but I love Indonesia. I like to live in Indonesia. I'm satisfied to living in here with my husband. But sometimes, yeah, of course, there's a homesick. I want to go back to Korea, but if I think back, yeah, I'm just like already like happy and gimana ya?
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone is my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So everything is okay for me.
Do you have any message to the Indonesian Korean couples out there so they can have like a tips and trick?
Oh,
So for your last speech, that
Oh.
kind of thing.
I want to say,
Yeah.
I want to say like please think. I mean like want to have some of my friends want ask me like they want to have a Korean wife or Korean husband. But I want to say, yeah, even it's Korean or Indonesian, the most important is how you really love that person, and also how that person is, how he's good it is.
Mm-hmm.
So don't
Yeah.
think about, don't see that label of Korean or Indonesian. Just focus on that person. So because if you want to have the labeling of, oh, I have a Korean wife or Korean husband, I mean like at the end, I cannot guarantee that that marriage will be the happy, because after you realize the reality, you will facing the problems, and the problems cannot solve because something obstacles will be the bigger than that just normal couple. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Because it's a different culture. So I think the tips from me, if you have the same situations or that you are facing going to the marriage, I think the first thing you need to really think is like try to understand their culture first. I think try to understand and convince the other side. I believe like because our side like Indonesians are more highly tolerant, but I'm not sure about the Korean people, especially like the older generations. Like you need to explain passionately, slowly, and let them to understand. Like we should explain to them how is our culture to them, so that they also know how is Indonesian, and so they know how the situation is over here, so they're not misunderstanding.
Yeah. Oh, it's done?
It's done.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.